What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. And in this video, I want to talk about how being in the wilderness for too long can can fester up some things inside of you, I should say. Y'all, let's go back to one of my pieces of like being obedient and really listening to what God is telling you. Like now that I feel like right now, like I'm so tapped in with God as far as like paying attention more to my spirit and paying attention to the things that's around me, which is why like when people do really surrender to God and really start following, you'll start seeing like you'll start putting two and two together with God, like everything be connected to him. And to me, in my opinion, that just make you want to like go even harder, like or it's like, oh, I never peeped game first. Like, it's like all the puzzle pieces start coming together. That's the best way I can kind of explain it. Like, anything that has happened before, you were not self-aware of it. So now that you're so tapped in, like, spiritually, you be like, oh, that's what that was the whole time. Or, oh, this what this mean. Like, that's where that be coming from. And then, to me, I just... Now it has to stay this way. Like now we got to keep going this route because now God is like putting me on the stuff that I should have been put on, right? But the whole wilderness part is like when God bring you out of something, right? That you have to trust his provision, right? And if you don't fully trust it, you'll end up in the wilderness roaming for 40 days or for 40 nights. Or for 40 years, right? For 40 years. So that goes back to the story of when God had Moses rescue the people from Egypt, right? They were in bondage. It was slavery, the whole thing, right? They weren't supposed to be there. But they was there for them 400 years, right? So now Moses removes them. He rescues them. But for being in that type of turmoil for so long, they don't know what to do. So they looking like, to me, I feel like that's crazy because if I would have seen all these things happening, like all these plagues and stuff happening back then, and it's coming from Moses' side where he like, I'm here to rescue you. Y'all are God's chosen. I felt like, just me, this just me. I would have believed it from Jump Street. I'm not gonna hold you. Because it'd be like, after all the stuff that I done seen, like, what? You come in here and you dominating like that? Like, that's my thing. But that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? We all fall short all the time. So I'm not, there is no judgment. But I'm just saying, if it was me, I'd have been like, yeah, I'm going with him. But when they did, they were so used to being in bondage and living a certain type of way that by the time they got to the wilderness, they're like, okay, now what's next? Like, did you lead us out here to just die? Like, why would you lead us out here to die? We could have did that in Egypt. So they wasn't, even though they were going with Moses, they didn't fully understand or fully trust the provision that came with him, which his provision came from God. So I take that to like modern time now. It's like, and I'm taking it to myself, y'all, because I'm learning a lesson. I'm learning a very valuable lesson. But I take it to now because it's like, okay, God has, when I was asking God for help in 2023, December, I'm like, God, I need help. I can't do this no more by myself. Like, I'm literally holding up, this is what it felt like. It felt like I'm holding up with my two hands a platform, and everybody, my whole entire family is on top of that, including my husband. When he's supposed to be down here holding this thing up with us, you know, or with me, so that, you know, we're succeeding and we're continuing, like we won't fall, right? But by him doing it that way, I don't know, like, I don't know what happened because he did not start off this way, but I don't know. I'm not him, so I can't, you know, I can't say what happened there. All I can say is that I tried, and you can't, and what I know now that you can't try past the point of the person not trying either, and past the point of hurting yourself in the process. Because if you hurt and everybody else get affected, now the whole thing is crumbling, right? So essentially, that's what it felt like I was doing. I'm holding this whole thing together by myself, and I had to tell God, I can't do it. This ain't for me. This ain't the life. I know it's not. Whatever happened. It's no getting through to him, and this ain't no shots. It's just this is real life. Like, I hate when people be like, don't, like, when they don't want you to tell the truth. It's like, if it didn't happen, I wouldn't have nothing to say. But I have no reason to lie about what happened. So why you mad because you made a choice and I made a choice? Like, why is my choice worse than yours? Like, make it make sense. But that's neither here nor there. Because sometimes I be wanting to get petty, because it be like, yo, stop playing with me. Like, you really know how I be coming. You know how I really can come. But because I'm trying to, like, work on myself with my attitude really not that bad. It's just like, he is more triggering. He's like my mom. My mom used to trigger me so bad, so fast. It's like, now, I guess because, God ain't gonna give you no, he ain't gonna give you no peace in something you ain't supposed to have. He not gonna give you no peace in something you're not supposed to have. So I know I'm not supposed to have that anymore. Like, it served its purpose at that time, and it was beautiful at that time until it wasn't. And if you don't pay attention, this goes into the whole wilderness part. If you don't pay attention to what God is trying to show you, you're gonna stay in that wilderness for too long, right? Now, obviously, they was in the wilderness because they start putting other guys before God, and like start worshiping what those, like, the things that they were taking that they took from, like, Egypt and stuff, trying to do their own little thing. When it's like, hold on, y'all, I got Moses to come rescue you. Like, I rescued y'all. Why are y'all now putting stuff before me when I said that's not what we're supposed to do? No idolatry around these parts, right? So with them doing that, like, I understand that, but this goes back to, like, it still goes to obedience. Because them not being obedient with listening to, don't put no other idols, don't make no false, idols, nobody else before me, no other guys before me. It's them being disobedient, and by them doing that is the reason why God allowed them to stay in that wilderness for 40 years before they got to that promised land. I don't want to be like that. Because God was like, I'm killing off this generation. The whole generation gotta go. That is crazy. But when it sounds like that, it's like, dang, God. But at the same time, he restored too. It's not, oh, I'm just killing y'all off and that's it. No, I'm killing y'all off, but the generations that come after that, now they are going to be the ones that walk in the promised land. Y'all just won't see. It's still crazy, but it's like, it goes to what I'm saying, because at the end of the day, it's about being obedient. Like, God has rescued me in December of 2023. Right, y'all? I don't know if y'all tired of hearing me say that, but if y'all are, y'all be all right. But, yeah, he has rescued me, because it's like, yo, I'm carrying this thing by myself, and guess what God did? Instead of me now carrying it, now he come under and he helped me carry it. But one thing about God, God ain't no people pleaser, okay? So he not gonna have people that don't belong on there. So he's picking these people off that's not supposed to be there, for him being able to see things that I cannot see, hearing conversations that I cannot hear. And he's like, these people was never supposed to be here. Or I already told you they should have been removed, but you did not remove them. So now I'm going to do it. If I'm going to help you, we're doing it my way. And I'm okay with that. Because at the end of the day, listen, I don't want to worry at all no more. I am done. I had my fair share of worrying. I had my fair share of figuring out how this is going to get done by myself. I had my fair share of trying to figure out my life. I need you to do it for me now. Since you got your degree and you think you know everything. Y'all gotta stop playing. Y'all gotta stop playing so much. No, but since you got your degree, since you got your degree, you think you know everything. Here you go. I'm gonna let you, do it. Like, I got you. You got it, right? So now he's holding my family up with me, but he taller than me. So now it's too late. I'm over here trying to reach. I'm not touching this board at all. But at the same time, he's plucking these people that's not supposed to be there off. And because when he let this thing back down and when he get that thing back to me, it's already worked out. But those people that are still attached to you cannot have access to that blessing that God is going to give you once he lowered that thing back down. Now here, you can hold this. This is yours now. I'm giving it back. I did my job. I'm holding it back. You just give me that glory back. Let everybody know that it was from me. And if that's all I have to do is tell people, you don't think I'm gonna sit here and shout to the world like, yo, this was not me, this was God. I don't got no shame in my game for telling anybody. I always give props where it's due. Like, that's for people. So imagine what I'm gonna do about God. Like, y'all, I'm telling you, I was so burnt out. Like, being burnt out is just like, it's not fun. It's not fun at all. And it was a lot going on, and I just was not getting any help. And now that I'm out of it and I look back and I'm like, yo, God really was telling me. He was showing me things, but I was just not. My discernment was off. I just wasn't trying to see it. I didn't foresee, like, I didn't get married to get divorced. That was never my thing. Like, who does that? But because when we got into it, it wasn't getting into it for no other motive other than I love you and you love me, so let's make this thing work. It wasn't, oh, one person has more money, at least not on my end. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I only say that just to say, like, I can't speak for nobody else, but it's not like, oh, somebody got more money or can be taken care of. No, this was really us just thugging it out, trying to figure out stuff. But now that I look back, it was some stuff in there that was red flagging that I should have seen before. But God uses everything. He knew I was going to make that decision anyway. So, you know what I'm saying? He still was there to help me through it. But I wasn't open enough to allow him to do it to his full capacity that he wants to do it to, right? So, that's me being disobedient. So when he finally did come and help, when I told him, hey, look, I don't want to do this no more. I surrender. You got it. Now he's helping me. He plucking the people off, but I'm trying to, while he's trying to pluck them, I'm trying to hold on to them, put a rope around their foot and hold on to them. You can't, y'all. You can't, because that's when you stay in that wilderness for longer than what you're supposed to. So that's the position that I'm in now. Like, me trying to hold on to a person that I know is not supposed to be around anymore in close proximity has me in the wilderness. It has me in a position that's like, I know this person is not supposed to be in close proximity, but by me continuing to try to have them attached to me is really hurting me more than it's helping. So by me being disobedient and not trusting God fully, where I trusted him when I gave it to him, I'm like, look, I don't even want to, because I was done. I was burnt out. I was tired. But now that I'm not burnt out no more and tired of that tornado I was in, I'm at the point where I can think clearly or whatever. And the type of personality that I have is like, I do and figure stuff out, right? So when you're asking God for help and you're surrendering, you got to let him do the entire thing. And that is the hard part, because it's like, I don't know how to do that. It's not, or it doesn't come natural to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not used to somebody helping a sister out. But again, how you going to ask God for help and then don't let him do it? So I didn't realize it at first, because I'm like, these people are supposed to be connected to me. And God is like, no, they're not. And like I said at the beginning, he will not give you no peace. So if you don't do it on your own, you're going to hurt more in the end with a situation than you just doing it the first time that God tell you. And I learned that a little too well. Because on 2 occasions, one occasion I'm still kind of dealing with, but the other occasion I already knew what it was, and I just made excuses for it. Making excuses for people. Like, again, God knows these conversations. And one conversation God allowed me to hear, and that did not sit well with me. And by that not sitting well with me, it forced me to make a decision that I would have not done on my own out of the love and care that I have for this person. So now with this second person, the love and the care was there, but now it's to the point where it's getting a little disrespectful. And the disrespect is more of like, my tolerance level is so low, because it's like, you would think the way you trying to play me is like, I've never done nothing for you, or what has transpired between the two of us was all negative. But when you're surrendered to God and God is building, character developing you and building your spirit up and your discernment and stuff, you'll start to realize, like, I always know it's not a problem with me. It'd be a problem with a person. Like, cause I know how I be treating people. I know it don't be no type of way. And if I ever did, like, I'm not perfect, but if I did ever do something to somebody and they came and tell me, I have no problem with apologizing. And I know a lot of people issues is accountability, but I don't have a problem with taking accountability. I might be like, yeah, I did that. Like, yeah. And I might not have nothing else to say, but that's me taking accountability. Like, I could say sorry and everything. Like, I could give, if you want an explanation on why this happened, I can give you that too. But it's like, I don't have a problem with saying sorry. But most of the time, I do not be wrong. People just be trying to make me seem like I'm wrong to try, because I think, you know what I think it is? I think a lot of people don't like that I be right about some stuff sometimes. And this was prior to me even being any type of, like, more self-aware of the spiritual things. This was just me in general. I'm like, I be peeping game, like, I be observing, so I know how people be moving, and I just be like, I don't know if your intentions is right. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I be saying stuff. That be the thing. People don't like when you say stuff, but it's like, I'm not going to sit around in a space and be unhappy or uncomfortable. I cannot fake it, y'all. Like, I am not a person who can fake it. That's never going to be me. It's never going to give that. So you're going to feel it somehow. But for the most part, I like to just move, like, walk away from a situation rather than, like, if I don't have to. You know, like, if it's not something that I got to directly deal with, then no. But it's just funny because it's like, how do you get mad at me for speaking about stuff? Like, because I'm the person that's I'm not gonna let you live in that fairy tale no more. So that fairy tale that you done told everybody, I'm gonna be the one to bust that wide open. So now people are really seeing situations for what they are. But anyway, I'm with this one person. I'm in the wilderness now because I did not listen. And by me not listening, I gotta take that on the chin, right? So I'm taking it on the chin, but I'm just noticing little things. And I'm just like, you know, it's also building me up to my self-control is top tier. I'm not going to lie, because I had to do that when I was a kid. But I had to have a lot of self-control since a young age. But at the same time, we're all human, so sometimes we're going to fall short. So it'll be days where I'll be like, yo, you really don't know who you playing with. See, and then I'll be checking myself, because I'll be like, I'm not trying to get out of character and allow someone who's not even going to be attached to these blessings that God is giving me to make me move around from the blessings that he's giving me. Like, you're not even going to be attached to them. So why would I allow you to dictate when I'm going to get them? Because a blessing is a blessing. It's going to come. Whatever God got for you is going to come. The problem is, are you going to delay it or not by you not paying attention to certain things? And right now, not that I'm delaying it, but I delayed it enough. I acted on things God told me to act on, but right now it's not where, like, it's a attachment based off of a close proximity issue for me trying to hold on and help a person that can literally help themselves and don't want to. They want me to figure it out. And I'm no longer doing that anymore, because I figured it out for 10 plus years. And now that I'm not figuring it out no more, I'm the bad guy. I'll take it. I've been a bad guy since I was like 9. I don't care. Like, I've been a bad guy my whole life. I don't care. I've never even done anything to even be a bad guy. But my mom has, like, low-key looked at me as a bad guy for a long time. And that's fine with me. Like, my thing is, I don't care what other people think. I don't care how you think about me. I don't care. None of that is going to change who I am. I'm still going to treat people the same way I would treat them if they did like me. And if you don't like me, I would still treat you the same. I might not be around you because you don't know what type of time people be on. But I'm not going to treat you no different, because whatever your issue is within you. It's not directed at me. I don't be doing nothing. For the most part, I don't be doing nothing. I have acted when somebody has done something to me, which I think that's where I be trying to fight myself and get on myself more, because I'm like, yo, you got mad, self-control, use that. But at the same time, I be falling short, because people playing with me sometimes will be sitting right in my spirit, and it be like, it never gave that. So let me go ahead and show you why it didn't. Okay, so now I'm in the wilderness area because I already let God rescue me. Now the wilderness is where he prepares you, or is preparing that blessing that's in the promised land. So me trying to get to my promised land could have been smooth on my end because I'm a person who could take constructive criticism. I already do it to myself. So while God is working on me, character development, building whatever he needs to build up for me to handle, whatever he has for me on the other end, I don't mind that part. I feel like that builds, character and integrity and just things in general that can help you be able to, steward the stuff that you should have in the end, right? So I'm okay with learning certain things and going through certain processes to get what I want and what I need. Like that's fine. So I don't mind the wilderness and that to be able to sit and and I'm patient too. Like you have to have a lot of patience in that wilderness area too. But I'm patient with that, so I don't mind none of that, right? The problem is when you have something or somebody attached to you you're not supposed to. It's a little harder than what it's supposed to be. So while I'm in a position where I feel good, and I tell you all the time, I'm the happiest I've ever been. I am. That's not no lie. God really has been. I really have been letting God work on me, and not have issues, because I know what it's like to have these issues of worrying, trying to figure out what's going to happen the next day, trying to figure out what's going to happen 6 months down the line, like just always feeling like I'm on edge. I know that feeling, so I don't have that feeling no more. I literally have no care in the world. Like, guys, you gonna do what you gonna do. And the moment that I start to try to care about something, let me talk to you right quick. Let me say and then that's what it is, and I leave it be. So by me being in that type of position, the problem that is making it harder is the attachment of a person that should not be here. That's why God said guard your heart, because my heart was like, I can't leave this person. I can't let this person go through something I know I didn't even like. But this person can get themselves out of it, or this person could talk to God the same way that I'm talking to God, and God can help them. That's what I should have thought at that time. Like, I'm not God, I'm not no savior. But I'm a vessel, so I want to help people, that's around me, because naturally that's how I am. But again, you can bring a horse to the well or to the water, but you can't make him drink. Like, it's still certain things that I could have said or done or looked at it, differently, and be like, yeah, maybe this is God trying to tell you this person's not supposed to be coming along in that aspect. Like, maybe they're just supposed to sit front row and watch, but not necessarily endure. So by me doing that, now I'm in a position where the wilderness is just a tad bit harder than probably what it had to be. And it is what it is, because I'm tough, but it's like the whole point of this is to say, don't be in the wilderness longer than you have to, or don't make it harder longer than you have to by, one, being disobedient, and two, not really learning in that aspect. Like, God is not trying to teach us to hurt us. It's to teach us so you can handle it well, because God knows what's coming ahead. So it's like, I want to be able to develop you enough so that you can battle whatever's finna come. Because a weapon gonna come, but it ain't gonna form again. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know the saying. So it's one of those where it's like, don't get your feelings involved to the point where you make irrational decisions that God is telling you not to do, and then you do it, and now you look at like, well, God, what happened? And God is looking at you like, I told you not to do this, so why, because I think a lot of times we like to blame God, and I hate that that's what we do. Like, we like to blame God sometimes for our own decisions. Sometimes it be us. Maybe lack of knowledge, maybe, but if it's lack of knowledge, that's why God said be in that word, so you can know. You know what I'm saying? It's certain things that we be knowing, or we should know, that we don't really look for the answer, or we're not looking in the right place. Like, sometimes it be on us, and I hate that we be blaming God for things like that, but that's neither here nor there. He already know how we coming. But it's like, just don't put yourself in a position that you have to suffer longer. And I say suffer, meaning, if you're a person who don't have no patience and God has you learning patience, that could be suffering, because that's something you just never had to do. So it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's, the self-control part where, like, if you're a man and you can't self-control your body, and God start making you work through that, that's a little harder than it is easy. But once you master, it's like, woo! When I say powerful, it's powerful. So by them, committing idolatry and all of that, and them having to sit and God, now that was a little bit extreme, because they're putting other gods before God, But even God will have you in the wilderness before he gets you to the promised land. So if you're in the wilderness, don't bring nobody that's not supposed to be there. Don't make your time in the wilderness harder than what it has to be. Because again, it's character development. It's like school. It's like training. You're going through a training. Once you pass, what you get at the end of that? You get a degree. So once you pass, you're going to get to that promise. You're going to get them blessings, whatever God has for you. And what I am seeing now, I am starting to see like, okay, God has had this the entire, like, I could foresee that promised land. I don't know what's over there, but I could foresee it in the distance. And I see why this person is not supposed to be attached to me. And that's crazy because the love that I have for this person, it's not that the love, and I say had, because it's not that it's not that the love left. It's just this person is tainting it more to the point where this person can drive me towards resentment. I don't think I will ever get there. Because I really don't be having hate in my heart for people no matter what you be doing. Like, I be looking like, I just rather not be around somebody. But it's just like, you kind of making me look at you a little differently than what I really want to look at you as. And that could be God doing, because at the end of the day, the whole point is so that you know not to ever return back to something that I took from you. I'm not going to take something from you for me not to replace it. And when I replace it, it's not going to be the same thing. It's going to be exactly what you needed and what you wanted. It's not going to be what you thought, but it was a whole facade the entire time. Because the way this person is handling me is really just not sit well in my spirit, because I'm looking like, you would think I stole your lunch money. You would think that I am not a good person. And I ain't even gonna cap y'all. I think this person be talking about me. I just have a feeling. And it's like, why I don't care? Because I know, like, you might call your friend or whatever, like, but it's who the person is talking to me about, like, who they're talking about me to a certain person that's like, you just don't understand what you have. Like, my thing is, the type of person I am, you cannot come across again. Well, let me not say it like that. You cannot come across me again, period, because there's only one of me, right? But the type of person I am, who knows if you'll come across that again? It's a lot of imposters out here. Who knows you'll come past an authentic person? And you playing in my face the way you playing in my face, you will not. I would give the shirt off of my back, and I have. That's the thing. And the thing about it is, I don't need the validation from the person to know what I've done. Like, why you think I'm the one that's getting blessed and you're not? Like, make it make sense. God's seen everything. I have no reason to lie on what I have done. And I did it out of the being genuine, because we were supposed to be a unit. And because we are no longer a unit, I don't even want to look at you no way. But the way you trying to handle me is like, you trying to make me go back to some old ways of mine. And I'm trying not to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm happy. I'm happy where I'm at. I'm not, like, I don't know. It's crazy. Anyway, y'all, I'm not even going to get into that, because that part right there can get a little, a little messy. And I'm not really trying to do that, but at the same time, I'm just trying to say, like, don't be in the wilderness longer than what you have to be. And if you are there, just enjoy the training session of it all. Learn the things you need to learn so that you can get up out of there and go hit that promised land. Because I'm telling y'all, I can't wait to come back and be like, I'm in my promised land. When I tell you I'm going to be crying when I'm in this promise, I'm not even a crier. But when I tell y'all I'm going to be in my promised land, bawling, boo-hooing, yo, because I waited so long. Like, God knows everything. God knows everything that I had to go through to get there. So it's just one of them, like, I'm not going to cry on here with y'all, but I might cry, though. I'm not going to lie. I might cry. I might have to come in and be like, yo, I cried. Because it's well-deserved. Like, and I know it is. But me keep trying to help other people who's not in the same season that I'm in. I'm ready for change. This person is not. This person just wants the result. And unfortunately, that's not how God works. So, it is what it is. But, it's above my pay grade. That's God. That's above my pay grade. I don't got nothing to say about that. That's between them and God. You gonna have to feel a way that I'm getting certain things, or whatever. I as well deserve though. Stop trying to play with me. But at the same time, that's above my pay grade. So talk to God. Talk to my supervisor, the big God. But yeah, y'all, don't keep wasting time. Like, let's get there sooner than later, because I promise y'all, I could feel it. What's on that other side? Pure bliss. I don't even think it can be described, because you know when God bless you, He don't bless you. He don't give you one thing. He give you 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 times 7. So that's what I'm trying to experience right now. Like, I'm trying to get that right now. So God, what I need to, like, yo, the best person to be is a student. Because when God can teach you some stuff, woo, what's on that other side is beautiful. Like, I can't wait to come back and tell y'all. Like, I'm telling you, I'm treating YouTube, my TikTok, all of that. I'm treating all of that like it's a diary for real, because I'm just like, I'm still in awe. Like, I can't believe I'm where I'm at. But y'all, that's the end of this. I just want to come on here and tell y'all that for real, because I promise you, I am a living witness to know that things can get better, and they will. But everybody's not gonna be able to benefit off of that. So the faster you let them people go, the faster you can get to where you need to go. Okay, so if y'all like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in my next video. Thanks for watching.